Good morning everybody. Today we will see taper turning by a tailstock offset method. Tailstock offset method. So actually principle of this taper turning by tailstock offset method is what is you are going to tilt the job. Okay, job will be fixed in angle. Okay, job will be fixed in angle and your tool is moving parallel to the axis of the machine. So only what is there, your job axis we are going to change. So that because of that how much, now if you want to diameter, okay, certain diameter is required. Always taper will be expressed in one is in bigger diameter, isn't it? Always it is expressed in one is the smaller diameter. Okay, one is small diameter, one big diameter, then length. So now this how much you have to tilt, because always it is a half of the angle. Okay, half of the angle we are going to tilt the job. Half of the angle. So suppose this is the one way, this one, or else it may be a included angle. Okay. So taper will be expressed either it is in a included angle 2 theta. So there are many ways, or else taper will be expressed in taper per foot. Okay. Now taper per foot, that is in inch for one foot length. So much taper, okay, so much of taper like that. So for that calculation is there, separate offset that can be done, or else taper will be expressed in ratio. Okay, 1:20. I think, but it is a 1:20. Okay, that means for 20 mm length, 1 mm taper like that. So for that also calculation is there. So that all one example I will do today. Okay, one example I will do today. But totally you keep it in mind, your job axis we are going to change by tailstock offset method. So and always you see when you do the job by tailstock offset, always you have to hold the job between centers only. You cannot hold in the chuck. That is the more important, you have to keep it in mind. So job will be held in the between center. Suppose this is your lathe axis. Okay, this is your lathe axis. So here, okay, center we held in the chair. This is the lathe axis. This is your job. Okay, this is now axis is like this, your job. Okay, again this job axis itself we are going to change. What is this axis of the job itself we are going to change. So that means your job is going to tilt like this now. What is? So your job is going to tilt like this. And here you have to use again center drilled hole is there, and here you have to use center. And one more thing you keep it in mind, it is asked many times. Always you use when you do a taper turning by tailstock offset method, always you have to use ball center. Okay, there is a center, this is like ball, then again it is the same taper. Okay, then it is a taper, it goes to your in this. So always it is a use ball center. Ball center, it is nothing but it is not a revolving center. It is not a revolving center. So it is a dead center, like dead center only. Just you have to apply this and you have to use ball, because your axis is changed, isn't it? Load will be one side more, one side less. So you won't get to finish and all. You won't get, because this is not sitting exactly. If it is a correct center, it's okay. No, this ball will sit correctly, exact in the center, isn't it? But this is not in center exactly, it is offsetted. So that's why your load and all you finish, that all you won't get. So that's why always your ball center is going to use. So now we will calculate the offset, amount of offset. It will come about 4 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, like that. For that formula is there. So one example we will do. Only one question I will write, okay, remaining it is there, notes I will send, that you copy afterwards in your notes book, okay. So somewhat example 1 or 2 I will do, then remaining the example in taper per foot, in ratio, in included angle theta, so like that 3-4 are there, so that you can copy from the book. So only one, generally one which is required, that we will do now. So calculate the tail shock offset. The question will be like this. Okay. Example 1. Calculate the tail shock offset. Tail shock offset. Calculate the tail shock offset to turn a given job. To turn a given job as shown in the figure. Okay, figure I will draw. Given job as shown in the figure. Okay, here one thing, because we are going to hold the job between center, so taper till end we are not going to do, almost we are not going to do till end. So always here job length will be more, okay, job length will be more, and taper certain length it will be there. But here when you do the calculation, that whatever the total length of the job, whatever you have taken, that is also taken account, that is required, okay. So one job I will draw. Okay, this is a job. This is the extra plain straight length. Okay, this is the extra straight length whatever you have taken. Okay. Now we'll do so we'll take as a smaller diameter. Okay, this smaller diameter we'll take as a dia 54. Dia 54. Okay, this bigger diameter, this is a diameter, we'll take as a dia 60. Dia 60. Okay. Now length of the taper, then total length. Okay, then the total length, both required. So length of the taper will take 200 mm. Okay, length of the taper will take 200 mm, and total length of the job will take 300 mm. Okay, total length of the job will take 300 mm. Now formula. Okay, that formula everything in the notes it is there. Okay, so the notes it is there, so that you can directly copy afterwards. Okay, offset is equal to formula, see formula that you are not calculate afterwards. So this is a formula. Offset is equal to d minus d divided by 2 into L, small l, into capital L. Okay, this is the total length of the job, this is the length of the taper, this is the bigger diameter and this is the smaller diameter. So we will get the offset. How much offset it is required, we will do the calculation for that. So better you write given data. Okay. So given data if you write it is better. But there is no space. We will write here given data. Given data. D is equal to dia 60 mm. Small d is equal to dia 54 mm. L is equal to 200 mm. Capital L is equal to 300 mm. Okay. Offset is equal to how much? Offset is equal to how much? So you will substitute now here. Equal to D 60 minus 54. Okay, 60 minus 54. Not necessary. Okay. If you want, you put, you will confuse. Okay, 60 minus 54 divided by 2 into L, 200 mm, into total length of the job 300 mm. So is equal to 60 minus 54 means 6 mm divided by 400 into 300. Okay, this 20 will go. Is equal to 18 divided by 4 is equal to 7.5, isn't it? 4 into 4, 16. 16 means 4.5 mm. Got it? 4.5 mm. So this is the answer. Got it? This is the answer. So what you have to do? If you want to, when you do the turning, okay, when you turn a job, if you want to 54 diameter and if you want to 60 diameter, exact. Okay, raw material will be there. Okay, 60 or something, whatever it is there. So you have to do 60 diameter first. You will do the turning. Okay, that is raw material will be extra, isn't it? Raw material will be extra. So first what you are going to do? Plane 60 diameter we are going to turn. Okay, first we are going to turn 60 diameter to a length of 200 mm. Okay, then what we are going to do? We are going to shift the taste shock. Then we are going to shift the taste shock. Then we will start taper turning. So that time exact 54 diameter you have to get. Okay, you will get. So that is why this is the calculation. So 4 mm taste shock, what you have to do? This suppose it is the taste shock. This is the base. Okay, this is the base. This is the base. This is the body. Okay, whatever body it comes, actually line it will be here straight. Beginning your line will be straight. Here what you have to do? This base it will be as it is. This line is this line it is going to shift about to 4 mm. So this whole body, your body is going to shift like this. Got it? Your full this body is there. This full body is going to shift to 4 mm. So then you will get the, when you do the, if you fed or else if you feed the tool parallel to the axis of the lathe, so exactly you will get, your tool is now feeding parallel, okay, parallel to the axis, that time exactly you are getting the 54 diameter. So as soon as when when you come to the epic, practically we'll come to know exactly. Okay. So one more example I will do one about taper per foot. So now not all the examples, it is not possible. One example I will do. So one more example, it is there in your book, you copy directly from your book. Okay, so that is similar one. Now suppose if your taper is not that question and all I won't write. Okay, question and all I won't write. Now suppose your taper, if it is in taper per foot, okay, taper per foot, taper per foot. So always it is called as a TPF. Okay. So now for that one I will give given data. So for that given data, so we'll take length. Okay, length of the taper. It is in all inches. Okay, length of the taper L is equal to 8 inch. Length of the taper 8 inch, and taper per foot. Taper per foot 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to find out offset. Okay. For that now formula you see that is for the formula is entirely different now. Offset is equal to taper per foot into length divided by 24. Okay, divided by 24. Offset is equal to taper per foot into length divided by 24. Taper per foot into length divided by 24. So taper per foot is equal to 3/4, length 8. It is all in inches. Okay, length 8. Then that here initially is not necessary. Last will put divided by 24. Divided by 24. So here we divide. We will get how much you will get. Can you calculate now? Can you calculate and tell? Nothing but it's 3/4. That also I can do directly. 8 into 3, isn't it? That is coming same, or else you directly can get it to down. 8 into 3 is equal to 24 divided by 4 into 24. Okay, so it becomes, sorry, something wrong. So now is equal to 24 by 4 divided by 24, isn't it? So it becomes 6 by 24. 6 by 24. So nothing but it becomes 0.25. Is equal to 0.25. This is what 0.25 it is in inch. Okay, 0.25 inch.